All right, so at the shelter here on Mount Greylock. It's about 9 o'clock. Haven't gotten started hiking because it has been pouring rain all morning. Probably going to do a shorter day. Right now the 16.8 mile shelter is still in play, but we're going to see if this lets up, and then hopefully the trail will have a little time to drain, but it's definitely going to be muddy. So we'll just see what happens. But I'll get back when it lets up and I actually start hiking. Another shelter, only 7 miles. Maybe we'll go there. But we'll just see what happens. It's supposed to let up around 10, so that's the plan. All right, so I'm underway. Been underway for, I don't know, 45 minutes or so, and climbed basically to the top of the climb from Mount Greylock. But there's a 2 mile or so section that's pretty flat that I just have to navigate to. And obviously the rain this morning has recharged all of the mud puddles, so it's a bit slow going. I'm really trying not to soak my feet at the start of the day at least, but we'll be there soon. It stopped raining and hopefully it doesn't start back up, and maybe we'll be able to see something at Mount Greylock. But I doubt it. But plan right now is to try to get to that 16 mile shelter, even with the late start. We'll just have to see how it goes. All right, I'll probably get back to you when I get to the top, the official top, the highest point in Massachusetts. And the first time in quite a while, maybe the Shenandoahs will be over 3,000 feet. But look at this mud pit. I gotta navigate it and put the phone away. All right. Man, I was just coming up the trail on Greylock. Got really confused as to what I was looking at in front of me. There's a pond or a lake or something up here. I was not expecting that. I bet it's on gut hooks. I just didn't notice it. But man, it looked really weird coming up the hill and then seeing this weird sky horizon. All right, about a half mile from the top of Greylock. All right, top of Mount Greylock and the War Memorial Tower. Stopped to get lunch, so it's now getting on 1 o'clock. But there it is during the day. It's clear. I bet it's quite nice. Let's see what the inside looks like. It is open. All right. Well, it's kind of nice inside. And I'll go up to the top. So that was the view from Mount Greylock, and there were people up there, so I didn't narrate it. But who would have thought the view from the highest point in Massachusetts looks exactly like the view from Max Patch, despite being, I don't know, 7 or 8 states away. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, well, 13 miles left, 1 o'clock, kind of wet out. So we'll see if we can do it. If not, we'll figure out plan B. All right. All right. Taking a little tour through what I believe is North Adams, Mass. And I gotta go up that mountain in front of us. But there's no bailout point now. Probably 7.5 more miles, and it's 4 o'clock. So we're gonna have to make some good time. Hopefully not get there too late. And then I booked a room in Bennington, Vermont. So I'll be going to Vermont soon. And that's for tomorrow night. Nero in and resupply. See what we can get done. And maybe I'll add a night and take a 0. But it's the first place I've had a bunkhouse since Virginia. So it's only 35 bucks. So that's a pretty good deal. And yeah, looking forward to that. But right now, focus on the task at hand, and that is get to the shelter before it's dark. But at least the sun's come out, and that should help start drying things back out. But man, I just went down the muddiest, slipperiest hill, and it was completely infested with mosquitoes. Probably killed 20 mosquitoes on the way down. So yeah, all right, I'll get back to if anything else happens. All right. Right there, it's the sign for Massachusetts. It's hiking along, and here we are entering Vermont, and you can see there is a mud pit to enter Vermont, which is known as Vermud. So I don't expect the mud and muck is going to get any better, but I just filtered water, and I'm going to head down this path in a minute. 3 more miles to the shelter. All right. Well, according to Gut Hooks, right at the 1600 mark, and it's just a question of if there's a marker down anywhere. I think I'll go this way. That could be what those sticks were, but it looks like somebody broke them apart. I bet that is what they were. 1600 mile mark right here. But maybe there's something else. I don't feel like stopping to make one right now, but officially 1600 miles. And if I didn't mention it, Vermont was the first state that I have not been to on this whole trip ever before. So a brand new state for the first time in a long time. All right, well, I'm gonna keep walking. If I see a 1600 marker, I'll film there. All right. All right, so I am on the side trail to the shelter, and it's almost unbelievable, but basically as soon as you got into Vermont, the mud got at least 5 times worse than it was in Massachusetts. Bigger, deeper, like there's no way around it. And if you told me that could even be possible, I don't think I would have believed you. And man, now I'm just trying to get to the shelter, and I've been told that there's a bubble that's pulled into this shelter, and so there's probably not space. I'm gonna have to set up my tent. It's late, it's like 7:30, but we're gonna go for it, and we'll hope that that bubble moved on, but we'll see. Getting there in a minute, but yeah, this mud, I don't think I can do this for 150 miles. I mean, 5 miles has been awful and slow, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get off tomorrow and give it a 0 and it won't rain and this will all dry up. Anyway, I'm gonna sign off unless something cool happens at the shelter, and I'll see you tomorrow.